Hi, welcome to reading class. We are on reading lesson 22, so you need to have a rainy day project with the 22 there in the corner out in front of you, ready to go. If you don't have that, pause your video now so you can get that and a pencil. You will also need a blue crayon and a red crayon, or a colored pencil, or anything that will make blue and red. But not a marker, okay? Do not get a marker. Crayon, colored pencil, or pen is fine, but no markers because that'll go through the paper, okay? So crayon, colored pencil, or pen. Pause your video now if you need to get that. Okay, let's start reading a rainy day project. So this is un día when it's lloviendo mucho. Mark and Lydia watched the rain pour off the roof and drip down the window pane. There would be no picnic today. Well, now what? Lydia sighed. Okay, let's stop there. So watching the rain pour off the roof, that means that they are mirando the lluvia as it will fluir de el techo. And then it's dripping, drip, drip, drip. The window pane, that's like the vidrio de la ventana. So they could not go on a picnic today. And Lydia, she's sad. What are they going to do now? This is a problem. All right, let's keep reading. We could watch the rain and wish we were somewhere else. Mark glanced at Lydia and smiled. Or what? Lydia asked eagerly. Let's stop there. So Mark is saying what? He's saying that they could mirar when the lluvia is cayendo and pensar, yo quiero estar en ese lugar. And then he looks at her. Mark mira a ella y dice, oh. Y ella está emocionada. Eagerly significa emocionadamente. Or what? ¿Qué más podemos hacer? So let's see what what Mark's idea is. Let's have a puppet show. Mark jumped up. That sounds like a great idea. But we don't have puppets, Lydia said. Uh-oh, that's another problem that they have. So Mark, he's excited. He just saltó de su silla. Let's have a puppet show. So they're gonna do a show of marionetas, títeres of some kind. But Lydia says, oh, great idea, but we don't have any. No tenemos esos. Let's see what Mark has to say about that. We could make them. We could make shadow puppets out of paper and craft sticks. Mark began searching for paper. So what does Mark say? They can hacerlo de papel y de palitos. Those are the craft sticks, or little palitos that they use to do arte. And he says they could make shadow puppets, so marionetas de sombras. So Mark is buscando por papel. Let's see what Lydia says. And then we can turn the lights off, apagar la luz, and use flashlights to make the shadows. So with the flashlights, you turn it on, and here's your puppet. You turn on the flashlight, and then on the wall on this side will be the sombra of your puppet. Lydia jumped up to look for supplies. So now Lydia is buscando for the provisiones to make these things. Mark drew a giraffe with a very long neck on a piece of paper. Will you cut this out and tape it to the craft stick? He handed the paper to Lydia. Sure, but what story are we going to do? Mark pointed to the window. Noah's Ark, of course. Why do you think that Mark said Noah's Ark? Because it was raining, just like when God sent the flooding, and that's why he had Noah build an ark to escape from the flood. So he was saying that they should make a show, a little puppet show, about Noah's Ark. Okay, now you're going to need your red and blue colors. It says, with a red crayon, underline the 2 problems the children faced in this story. With a blue crayon, circle the solutions to those problems. So, los niños tienen 2 problemas y 2 soluciones. We're gonna buscar for those. What was the primer problema? Well, if you look on the back of your paper that looks like this, there's a pista, because we have here your problema and your solución. So, en ese caja que es blanca, es el problema. Y aquí es el solución. Y abajo es el segundo problema y su solución. So, we know from our caja what the solución to the first problema was. So that's our pista. The solución is the children decided to have a puppet show. So what was the problema that this could solve? It was raining. That's right, estaba lloviendo. So let's see. You can underline that there would be no, they're watching the rain and there would be no picnic. So they're watching the rain, there would be no picnic. Underline this in red. Underline that in red. Okay, so now we're going to take our blue crayon and underline, let's have a puppet show. Let's have a puppet show. Underline that with your blue color. Okay. Now let's find the second problem. On the back it says that their second problem is that they had no puppets. So, in your story, Lydia is the one who says this problem. But we have no puppets. So underline that in red. What is the solución aquí? It's actually right underneath. Donde dice, we could make them. So underline that in blue. Okay. So now turn over your paper and you're going to write in the primer caja what the first problem was. So go back to what you underlined in red. It was raining and they could not have a picnic. Then in the second caja, you're going to write what the solution was, that they could make their puppets. And that's all that you have to do. And then color your picture. Make sure you don't use markers because those will go through the paper. All right, have a wonderful day, guys. I love you very much. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye.